I hate everything about this movie.
I've never watched a movie and felt like genuinely offended until today.
The movie Dragon Ball Evolution.
Infamously bad anime adaptation of all time.
Kamehameha!
Live action anime. Some are amazing like Alita Battle Angel. And I can't really remember much about Speed Racer since I saw it way back as a kid. But it did gain a pretty sizable cult following. But then there's the other side that brings up the pure rage and anger out of anime fans. Like with, Dragon Ball Evolution. But like, was it really that bad, though? Well, let's get into that. Most anime fans have seen or are familiar with Dragon Ball Z. The fighting, the screaming, the transformations. But this is Dragon Ball. A lot less people have seen. And the way it chooses to adapt the anime is so bizarre, so weird, that I simply just can't keep my eyes off of it. Also, you can consider this part of the series where I review every single Dragon Ball movie.
Earth's mightiest warriors, only smaller. Dragon Ball.
Even though I consider myself a pretty big Dragon Ball fan, I grew up on the anime, played most of the games, have the merch, and tried to do the Kamehameha multiple times as a kid, and may or may not still do it in hopes I can shoot an energy blast out of my hands. I actually kind of like the movie.
What the hell did you just say?
No, wait.
Trash!
Wait, please don't click off the video. Let me explain. Like I said in another video, I see Dragon Ball Evolution as a comedy, and if you look at it that way, it becomes a lot more enjoyable. But I haven't watched the movie in a while, so I'ma dive into it. The movie that made the writer apologize for making it, saying, and I quote, "I have dropped the Dragon Balls." Apparently he was contacted for an interview when he apologized. And to be honest, kinda feel bad for the guy. It's one thing to criticize a movie, that's fair game. But let's be honest, the anime community can be a little, extreme. When their favorite franchises are messed with, he may have ended his apology with a joke, but I'm sure the man was really going through it. Sure, if you've never seen the anime and saw this,
Goku, right?
you would know less about the anime by watching it. But for real though, at the end of the day, it's just a movie, and it probably didn't ruin your childhood.
Betrayal!
Rip Krillin though, man was too short to make it into any of the shots in the movie, always just out of the reach of the camera. He's still a short king though. Another positive, this movie did lead to Akira Toriyama picking up the pen again, and us getting more Dragon Ball under his supervision. But to get into the movie and answer the big question, with the 15% on Rotten Tomatoes, was it really that bad though? Let's get into this.
In a time before many can remember, our planet faced its greatest challenge.
It starts off with that classic movie narration, bringing us into the world and explaining the totally accurate backstory of Dragon Ball. It's not accurate at all. Gotta love the best team up in all of anime though, Piccolo and the Great Uzaru that we would later find out to be Goku. And I guess they almost brought humanity to its knees, until a bunch of pro Wizard 101 players stopped them, sealing Piccolo away. And is it just me, or is Goku a lot older than he should be? Well, the movie does start off with them saying,
First rule is, there are no rules.
So the rule of time, aging, all irrelevant, we practically in another timeline.
Hold up! Wait a minute!
So yeah, I double checked, and I guess he's around 15 to 16ish when he fought King Piccolo. So again, not accurate because he's 18 in the movie. But yeah, we finally get to meet Goku. One of the biggest points where the Uji story in this movie diverge is where Goku, the boy who had never met a girl until the start of Dragon Ball. I mean, the man thought marriage meant food.
I thought bride meant something to eat.
Actually goes to school and just wants to get the girl, you know?
Teach me how to get the girl.
Chi-Chi, a girl who would later become his wife, and that he would proceed to leave many times to go train and fight in other worlds. For all the missteps this movie has taken, maybe it will lead to Goku being a better husband / dad. Who knows, cause we sadly never get the sequel, teased Marvel style in the ending credit scene. But at least we got a video game for the PSP. It's not a good game by any means, but did I have a good time playing it? Yes, I did. For many of the same reasons I enjoyed the movie. And for some reason they gave Mai lightning powers. And also, this confirms that Mai is in the movie because they never say her name, but I always assumed it was Mai. But this game, you know, again confirms it was indeed Mai in this movie. Also, it's kind of sad. She had so few lines in the movie, I honestly forgot she spoke at all. Also, Yori Lowenthal, the voice of Sasuke, plays Goku in this game.
Here's something for you! You win! Somehow I won.
I spent way too much time trying to figure out how to play this game for such a short portion of this video. I don't even know why I did this. No one's gonna care about Dragon Ball Evolution, the video game. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Goku has the chance of being a better dad / husband in this movie timeline.
Everybody at school treats me like I'm nothing, Grandpa. Yo, I could tear them apart with one hand.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, Goku's out for blood. This is the dark timeline. Soon after that, he was off to school. And that was attempted murder. Can't forget about the classic Dragon Ball villain, Fuller.
Fuller, you just wrecked my bike. You're gonna pay for this, Fuller. Make me pay, Geeko.
Goku manages to get away before Fuller unleashes his true form. But really, he was just holding back because his grandpa told him to, you know, to not beat people up. Kinda lame, not gonna lie. Soon after, he would bump into Chi-Chi. Goku yet again, trying to get the girl, you know? Blast a key energy wave to unlock her locker that was stuck closed, and it was revealed that Chi-Chi also knew about key energy and was a fighter, just like him. But yeah, Chi-Chi could throw hands. A lot of people actually forget that Chi-Chi's a martial artist, though she doesn't do it as much, and that's kind of unfortunate, but you know, power creep and stuff. Chi-Chi kind of got left behind. But yeah, turns out Goku got that Riz for real, and Chi-Chi invited him to a party where he would finally get a rematch with his greatest rival of all time, Fuller. This time, not holding back as much. This is the face of someone that can empathize with Yamcha. Meanwhile, Piccolo is going full-on Darth Vader on Grandpa Gohan. RIP. And something surprising about the actor behind Piccolo in this movie, he would later on get the chance to redeem himself in the eyes of the fans. Funny enough, playing yet another green man, Zamasu, in the English dub of Dragon Ball Super.
Show your reverence and bow down.
And he does a pretty dang good job, so he might have been in a bad movie. Put some respect back on this man's name.
Vicious and on a mission to possess the power of the 7 Dragon Balls. Meet Lord Piccolo. He'll take on anyone to unleash his vengeance on the world.
Human power has failed.
But yeah, Gohan dies, and he tells Goku to go find this guy named Master Roshi to help him fight Piccolo. And once the sun rose, Bulma attacks, and it's honestly hilarious that both versions of Bulma are just as trigger happy. Like, she really going for that headshot.
You know, maybe we could help each other. See, I need to find a Master Roshi. If you take me there, I'll help you find the Dragon Balls.
Skipping ahead to when they finally get to Master Roshi's house, and the fact that this man's house is in the middle of the city like this is wild. Some actually somewhat decent fighting. W Master Roshi, by the way. I genuinely do love the overacting he does in this movie. Though I'll admit, even though I enjoy this movie as a comedy, and don't take it too seriously, there are moments where I've genuinely cringed due to the acting or the line deliveries. But yeah, Goku's training arc begins, and he learns about all the elements from Avatar. All 3.
Air, fire, and water.
And as they be cruising along on the search for them wishing orbs, they kind of fall into a hole.
What happened?
But it's okay because it was only there to provide backstory.
In 2 days, the blood moon will eclipse the sun and bring forth all sorrow.
And introduce Yamcha. And while editing, I found this Yamcha figure from Dragon Ball Evolution. And honestly, it's just amazing. I mean, just to look at this thing. Also, the price is $69.22.
Nice.
And Piccolo gives birth, but sadly, we get no Piccolo Jr. The one that everyone knows in Z just doesn't exist in this timeline. Continuing on their journey, they somehow end up at a volcano, and the visual effects here, kind of rough, not gonna lie. And Goku proceeds to dismember his opponents, throwing throwing their bodies into the lava, like the villain he is. It's also funny how they try to recreate that thing they do in the anime when they punch a character and there's like no effects. But how they do it in the movie just comes off kind of weird, how they just hold on the shot. But you know what, I appreciate the effort though. The ever-growing teen get another Dragon Ball and find themselves at a temple where Chi-Chi would show Goku some airbending. Also, there was a tournament Chi-Chi was a part of, but sadly we don't get much of it. Also, this line,
I'm not so bad once you get to know me.
Maybe I like bad men.
and this shirt Vegeta would later have just makes this scene just honestly hilarious. Even in the live action, Yamcha be catching them L's for real. Mai shows up, but without the rest of the Pilaf gang. Instead, she teams up with Piccolo, and she pulls an oolong, transforming herself into Chi-Chi. By the way, Goku dies. But it's okay because the Kamehameha can bring him back, because that's how that works, I guess. And they were off to defeat Piccolo in some random wasteland, where the epic battle, okay, epic is a little of a stretch, where the battle would take place. And this scene right here giving me a whole lot of Mortal Kombat Annihilation vibes, another widely criticized movie.
I will defeat Ozaru, and I'm here to destroy you.
When the blood moon eclipses the sun, you will become Ozaru.
Goku transforms into the Ozaru, kills Roshi, but it's okay because Dragon Balls. Goku transforms back to normal through the power of the first rule in this movie, that being,
there are no rules.
And honestly, this movie is so stupid, and that's why I love it. It's the Room of anime movies. The Room being one of those so bad it's good movies.
Hi doggy, you're my favorite customer. Thanks a lot, bye.
It's just so unintentionally funny. Justin Chatwin, the actor that played Goku, even though him being the face of the movie and most likely getting a majority of the backlash, it's honestly cool seeing him being able to look back on this movie and laugh like I do.
Everywhere I go, everyone only knows my finest work that almost won me an Oscar, which was Dragon Ball Evolution.
It's a bad movie, but honestly, I throw it on with the homies and have a good laugh. But hey, what do you think about Dragon Ball Evolution? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, dear viewer, peace out.